Say most women are not necessarily going to be in that position to be worthy of a relationship, so you have to be extremely selective because
So date men, guys. Most women aren't worthy to be in that position, so you date men.
Sparky's back.
Fresh and Fit admit that they don't practice what they preach again. That's what's up. They definitely didn't. See, like, come on now.
When was the last time you had a girlfriend prior to Angie?
Not really.
Okay, so you've never had a girlfriend in your life until you dated a foreign girl.
Not like that. Yeah. But
Case closed.
This nigga's like 35 years old or something like that too. Like, let's just never had a girlfriend until Angie. I don't know how long he's been with Angie. I don't even know who the fuck Angie realistically is. But this man is 30 with a podcast about how to get women. Never had a girlfriend. Y'all do the math. All right. There's blood on the floor with a fucking knife next to it. A murder probably happened.
No.
Case closed. You never had a girlfriend or a serious relationship until you met a foreigner.
Wait a minute. Run that back.
When was the last time you had a girlfriend prior to Angie?
Not really.
Okay, so you've never had a girlfriend in your life.
I don't think I heard that right. I don't think I...
Never
This
had
nigga
a
about to eat this
girlfriend
shit
in your
up.
life.
Not really.
Of course they don't date bitches.
It all makes sense now. Oh my...
Why would he admit this? He could have lied. I guess it's like, it never really came up, so I guess he was put on the spot and he just said something just cause. I don't fucking know. Realistically, he probably should have lied though.
my gosh. So for the past couple of years, Fresh and Fit,
You know what? He could have been afraid of the follow-up questions too. That's another thing.
specifically Myron Gain, has gained popularity based off of talking about men, women, and the relationship dynamics between the two. You know, getting into one, how to maintain one, how to manage one, but it's all come out. And a lot of people had sneaky suspicion that he's never had one, but it's being revealed that he's never really been in one. Never really had a girlfriend. Been solo dolo this whole fucking time.
When you build a family with a woman, should be very selective.
But that's my whole purpose, is to say most women are not necessarily going to be in that position to be worthy of a relationship, so you have to be extremely selective. Because
so date men, guys. Most women aren't worthy to be in that position, so you date men. That's what we want from you. We want to turn you guys out. Fucking like, what the fuck? What is this nigga talking about, bruh?
But how can you tell? It doesn't require you to sleep with 50 women to get to that point.
50 is going to put you in a position to have the correct mindset to assess female character and to understand female nature.
Right. Having sex with women is how you can assess their character. Not the interactions, but this. For show you right on.
But I think your opinions are based on your experiences and what you've learned throughout your life. And I would push back to say, at least telling men as a general rule that those things are true, I don't think you're doing them justice.
Now look, I don't think you need to be a basketball player to talk basketball. I don't think that you need to be a movie maker to criticize movies. I don't think you specifically have to be in that field to criticize that field, but boy, oh boy.
If you take your fame and clout out of it and the money, you're gonna have super low sexual market value. You could be ugly.
Like, how would, but then, like, at that point, like, how would you rate yourself? How would you rate yourself at that point? He the type of nigga to pay for it, bro. Like, I could just tell. That's probably what they do, and that's the thing, bro. Like, that's what they're not telling you. This nigga had one girlfriend his whole life at 30-something years old. And there's no issue with that, but, like, you're teaching niggas how to talk to women. And I'm just not convinced, bro. I'm not convinced. You mean to tell me your whole life, you, like, up until 30, you just fucked around and fucked around and fucked around and you only been with one woman and that woman was recently after you got money? I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. There's an old vid of Kai with a girl before the fame. This is cap. What you mean? Oh, like what he's saying? Nah, yeah. I mean, I don't know about what Kai was doing before the fame, but like low market sexual, like, what are you talking about? I'm just like, you can have this opinion, but I just want to know, like, where's the intrinsic market value, sexual value on this? Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This nigga's hair looks like he drew that bitch on, bro. This shit not it. Shit literally looked drawn on, like, it looked like a fucking piece of tar. He just slapped it on the top of his head, bro. This shit look goofy as hell. I don't know. He definitely went to Turkey. I don't think he went to Turkey. I think he went to Yugoslavia or something. That, like, Turkey actually is like the place you're supposed to go and you get the money, right? this work is not it.
They can get girls. But you have to be extra strict with bringing girls in your shit. And what do I tell y'all is every time when I talk about influencer bit, never get with girls that are influencers.
Spouting that rhetoric as if you were some sort of authority figure when the whole time you were alone.
Having a 1 out of 10 embarrasses you. Having a 1 out of 10 embarrass you like this will not fix a relationship. Sorry, guys, pardon me. It will embolden her to continue emasculating you, and she will lose respect and go suck some random black guy's dick. If you cheat and get caught, own it. Don't apologize or do this shit. Some random black guy's dick. I don't see the correlation.
Only Larry, you are a nobody Nancy. You are just a singular individual speaking about these perspectives, invalidates and gives no credibility to literally
as a 1 out of 10 myself, this nigga chatting. Bro, don't talk about yourself like that, bro. I'm on Twitter. Myron is under almost every viral tweet. LMAO. Nah, yeah, I do be seeing him pop up on my shit, bro. He be engagement farming.
Thing that you've said over the past couple years. Mind you, this is the same guy who's been talking about Speed, who's been talking about Kai, who's been talking about Young Dabo, who's been talking about everybody's relationship, literally criticizing anytime a famous streamer has been seen with a girl, saying, oh, this doesn't work because this doesn't work because of that, when you just got into a relationship. Now, this isn't some sort of new behavior from Myron, and it's really not a revelation. In fact, it's commonly attributed to a lot of people looking on the outside into the red pill community, is that they just spew negativity and hatred towards relationships. They talk.
Nah, this bitch got fucked by another nigga. That's why. Oh, nah, not his bitch got fucked by another nigga. That's why he talked like that. Probably. I could believe it.
Down about women. They say that they can't tolerate them. They're this, that, and the third. But whether it be Myron, Walter, Andrew Tate, or anybody else in this red pill manosphere space, it seems.
Why is there a black Simpson behind? I don't know. I know. Some nigga said this a few streams ago. I deadass don't know. I really don't. It's Omar we're talking about, bro. Come on. It's Omeezy, bro.
Like continuously they spit out this nasty ass rhetoric about dating and relationships and women. But some of the rhetoric leads people to ask these questions like, have you ever talked to a woman before? Have you ever been in a relationship? Have you ever even dealt with a woman on any sort of romantic level at all? And we're not talking about surrounding yourself with a bunch of 304s that you might have got off of, I don't know, a casting call or Craigslist. We're talking about meeting people, having genuine reactions and interactions, and then going past first base. And by first base, I mean exchanging the phone number. Now, as much damage as Sneako's done, he's gone back and kind of rectified and talked about some of the situations that are showing themselves about the red pill community, kind of peeling back that onion or unveiling that curtain about what's really going on.
Red pill ideology is a reaction to feminism, and I think a lot of the guys in the red pill space that are leading the movement, they're not allowed to show vulnerable moments. They're not allowed to say that they fall in love, because then the red pill guys who are all angry are going to be like, that's gay to fall in love.
See, these people...
Oh, yeah, because they deadass hate women. Well, a lot of them, a lot of their ideologies are derivative off of sexual frustration due to not being selected by women throughout their lives, and also, you know, a bunch of other issues and shit. Bald or him? I mean, I don't know. I think it's I deadass don't know. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't know, but I notice when a lot of people like go to these Islamic countries, they tend to like shave their head. I don't know if that's a part of their thing. I really don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yo, have y'all seen Sneako's content on Twitter? That shit actually be pretty. That shit is pretty good. Not gonna lie, like I'd dead be tuning into those. Those are really good.
Because then the red pill guys who are all angry are going to be like, that's gay to fall in love.
See, these people are one of two things. Either people who have figured out the algorithm, have figured out ways to push these narratives and these lies to get these gender wars going, or get these perpetually nasty ass takes off in order to get the conversation started for the conversation's sake, in order to divide and then ultimately conquer on some of these male pockets, or they're just straight up grifters. And we can see how fickle.
No, yeah, that's true. It is similar to his old content he used to do.
This community is when you have literally the people sitting at the top being two bumbling idiots who are looking for any way to elongate their dying career that can't be dying fast enough. If one pocket of insult rhetoric doesn't work, then obviously they hop into the next pocket of insult rhetoric and just another place in a space where they can rage bait and get the algorithm going by dunking on a select group of people.
Bro, reparations are for fucking retards, okay? Black people need to just stop being lazy. You need to get your reparations. What you gonna do with it? You'll buy a bunch of some Jordans, some fucking drugs.
This fakeness and willing.
Sneako's older content was so good as fuck. Was so good, fuck. You should watch his Twitter shit then. It's like literally, it's pretty much the same. It's just more like live, like he walks through, he'll vlog the shit he's doing and he talks over it. And it's better now because like he's been through all the bullshit that he was on for like the past few years. So like he's kind of like reflecting on shit. I don't know. I find it kind of cool. It's an interesting take. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga don't know what the fuck he's talking about, bro. Like, how are you even speaking on issues like this? First of all, Myron's so-called girlfriend Angie is a lesbian who signed an NDA to pose as his beard/girlfriend. Where is this information coming from? The reason that she packs his condoms is so that he doesn't contract any STDs from all the bathhouses he visits while traveling. Wow. Myron, a passport, bro. Any of you guys had that on your bingo sheets?
This to take on any sort of agenda can only come from somebody who.
He ain't wrong. When the government gave unemployment/PPP checks in 2020, people wasted the money on nonsense. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, you might have your certain attitude towards that because of what you saw people do, but bro, I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like him saying this shit was based on any sort of statistic or anything like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't feel like there's a statistic that says black people spent their unemployment checks on Jordans. Now, realistically, do we know a nigga in the hood that probably did that? At least 5. But like, for you to make these claims, especially like, nigga, he's not even a part of that community, bro. Like, it's just like, it comes off kind of fucked up. You're just probably not the person to be saying shit like that, but.
Who is so much of a loser that he is willing to participate in conversations and make up scenarios and be hyperbolic about situations in which he's not even experiencing.
I'm not sneaking around in my own house. My girl don't talk back to me. There's no arguments. This is how it is. She packs my fucking condoms when I travel. That's how real it is. She lives a great fucking life and she's a beautiful girl. She's hotter than all the girls here, no offense. If you got a guy that checks off all the boxes, bro, you got to pay the price for that man checking.
This nigga's such a nuisance, bro. Nigga took every opportunity in that sentence to flex, bro. As if your wife packing condoms for you is a, like, that's not a flex. That's fucking sad. It's not a wife, that's a fucking pet that happens to serve you.
All those boxes. He didn't check all those boxes off to just fuck you.
Think about it. Myron literally has never had a girlfriend besides this one. So where does all this dating and girlfriend rhetoric come from? It comes from the mind of somebody who knows how to push people's buttons and is so
Probably,
much.
I actually heard they have like little issues going on. Like, he be telling that nigga to like shut the fuck up. He be doing too much and all types of shit like that. I don't know.
A loser that they would
It's
just
not something to be proud of. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck?
Create a whole lifestyle and identity based off of a fake image. But you know, we got to give him the benefit of the doubt, man. He's just speaking from the perspective of somebody who studied the game, right? You know, we're not saying that you got to be players. You can be observers and still have a takeaway, right?
Let's go into a dream.
If that were me, I'd be miserable as fuck. No, I don't think that would be you. There you go.
You wake up, you open up your Instagram, 20 DMs, all bad bitches from different parts of the world. Wow, you're so handsome. What's your name? Where are you from? Hey, I got a boat party later today. Come through. And then you're getting all these offers. You're 19 years old. You just graduated high school. You have no skills. You don't have a job. Your parents pay for everything. Life is great. That happens for a day. You'll be stoked. Happens for 2 days. You'll be really excited. Happens for a week. You're on top of the world. But what happens when you get this level of attention for a month, 2 months, a year, 3 years? What do you think happens to you as a person? Your personality corrodes. Your ability to critically think evaporates because everything's been given to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to the modern woman.
This is his take on my.
The fuck? That is not where I thought he would go with that. I mean, once again, like, you can't chalk everything up to one thing, bro. Like the modern women, like, It's not even like he's saying like that's a lot of modern. Like he's literally making that apply for everybody. What an insane trend. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't even expect that, bro. What an insane transition. Like, bro, what the fuck? Oh God. Okay.
Modern woman. This is his take on the daily life of the modern woman. Is like this is how she lives her day to day every day. Oh, you guys were idiots for listening to him. So this whole time, this experience
So I'm
that
saying
he's
about the
been
black people
depicting
Jordan
only
things, bro,
relates
like-
to like 1% or even less than 1% of the people that populate this earth. And then he
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's no statistic to say, okay, black people, they always waste their money on Jordan. Like, you can't just say that. You can't just say that. It's not even like he made it an anecdote thing, bro. He literally just chalked it up to everybody.
decided to go out, dedicate whole platforms in order to spreading this propaganda and ideology for the young folks
Yeah,
to
fuck
just
that dude.
eat
Give me
up
my
and
short
be
king, I'll
even
be
more
content.
divisive
That's
than
what's
they
up.
already are on social media based off of niggas like him.
It's easy for you to speak like that on a podcast where objectively speaking 2020 hindsight. But when you're in your feelings, your boyfriend pissed you off, you're mad, your girlfriend's in your ear, he's a bitch ass nigga anyway. Single girls keep girls single. They give them each other the worst advice.
Studies actually show that when women have more sexual partners, it hurts their ability to be in a long-standing marriage. But for men, it has no effect because men are designed to be promiscuous. That's why we make 1 million sperm a day. But with women, they only have a finite amount of time to have a child. They only have a certain amount of eggs. So women are designed to preserve the egg for the best mate. What I said with Ben Shapiro and a lot of these traditional conservatives have wrong is that they think women still operate and behave like it's 1950. But guess what? We don't have religion. We don't have shame. We don't have society telling women not to be hoes anymore. So guys have to adapt to the new normal, you know, even though that advice might have worked 50, 60, 70 years ago, but guys need to adapt.
We've got to figure out a way to stop platforming these people who don't have the life experience that we see ourselves having or strive to having. I think it's very
Yeah, low-key.
important to respect and empower
And
those.
even like with the shit he just said, like there's a lot of truth to it, but it's just like what? Once again, I don't know, bro. It's like who it's coming from, bro. Like why are you in a position where I have to take your advice? I don't know. Myron be saying the same thing Charleston White and Kanye says, but he isn't funny, so it's received much worse. Maybe. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know about that. It's not the single woman's fault. It's the women with low IQ thinking everyone thinks like them. Real shit. There's a lot of women that just be saying shit and treating niggas wrong and telling their whole friends what they do is okay. No, that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Like he was basically saying that modern women are the problem with like a lot of this shit. Like I get it, but I don't know. It's coming from him, man. It just don't hit.
who have experienced these things. And I'm talking about experiencing
You
the
say that, but then you say, my wife packs my condoms for me. It's like, bro, now it kind of dissipates the argument, right?
not necessarily the journey. There's too many men that have had sex with women, and there's too many women who have had sex with men to think that these people's opinions are respected or valuable in all these senses. I saw this video on TikTok, and I think it summarizes my exact emotions to the T.
I remember one day I was talking to my pops about alpha male gurus and these, toxic podcasts that are leading black people astray in dating and relationships, right? And then I asked him one question that completely dismantled his entire perspective for the most part. I said, would you tell young men who are college age or just out of college to take advice from a black man who's been married 30 plus years, been in corporate America 20 plus years, has made six figures 20 plus years, and is married to a black woman, put one kid through college, and is about to put another kid through college? Or take advice from a 52-year-old podcaster who's been divorced twice and gives advice to women online? And
he's talking about Kevin Samuels.
Look, being a young man, I heard so much about how to utilize my 20s that honestly it got tiring. But what I didn't see was a lot of people.
We aren't all bad. It's just those women that kind of ruin it, which is sickening. Yeah. And the thing is, like, those women are going to be. It's not even. Sometimes it's literally just the idea of, like, okay. Everyone thinks that women are fucked up or men are fucked up because the men/women that they run into are just the men/women that are more likely to run into them because they're the more rampant part of their group. Like, it just is what it is. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, like why do I always run into the hoes? Why do I run into the shy guys? But like, they don't talk to anyone. They just go out to these environments where there are probably a bunch of hoes around and approaching those types of people or waiting for those types of people to approach them. But then, like, nigga, you went to a library, you ain't think to talk to nobody. Like, there's just a lot of environments where a lot of people are gonna, like, approach you just based on the environment or just what it is. Like, the shy girl, the girl that ain't gonna cheat on you, she probably never gonna talk to you because she's too busy fucking being shy, reading a book, or at home. Like, she's a homebody. So it's like you're not even put in environments where you get to meet these people. It's crazy.
That had
Kevin
an
Samuels was a
outcome that
menace.
I thought was desirable, trying to give me advice. Now, no disrespect to the people in my lives, but
I don't agree with everything Kevin Samuels said. I ain't gonna lie, but R.I.P. nonetheless.
See good careers. I didn't see good relationships with their wives. I didn't see kids that loved them and celebrated their Father's Day. I can remember one time working at a restaurant where I worked on Father's Day, and literally there were a row of dads telling me what I should do with my 20s. I should save up my money, go to the DR and do this, that, and the third, buy this car, have sex with all these women. And I always thought to myself, you're in here on Father's Day by yourself and your kids live in this state. Why are you not with your kids? That's not the outcome for me. And I never want to listen to those types of guys. I find it my mission to look for people who have the outcome that I want to achieve and take advice from them. I think it's just that simple. I'm not taking advice from somebody who is in their mid 30s whose first girlfriend was like last year or 2 years ago. That just doesn't make sense to me. If my goal is to create a family, get married, have a successful career, stable business, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna look for somebody who did just that. Not somebody who is in their 30s talking about continuing to smash 304s, or not somebody who is, I don't know, 50 years old and died with a hooker on top of him. I know people are gonna hate me for that one, but I'm just telling you the truth.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. He threw a crazy stray at Kevin. I ain't even gonna lie. Nigga said 50 years old and died with a hooker on top of them, bro. Holy shit, bro. I ain't expect, like, he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. I can't even like this video, bro. That's crazy. I deadass can't even do it. Can't bring myself to it. I want to, but like I physically can't. Like my pinky don't work, bro. My you feel me? Dissing the dead as well. That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, crazy. Oh no.